Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang Tokyo Olympics at kahit dito sa Studio of Champions, we are graced by the best and the brightest stars in Philippine sports. Kasi nga, Day 3 na ng pagtutok natin sa Pinoy Pride sa larangan ng palakasan.
Yes, that's true, Martin. Exciting din ang mangyayari sa NCAA Season 96 Virtual Chess Tournament. Kasi ngayon, ang laban para sa third place between Perpetual Altas and Bemedaled Blazers.
Punong-puno tayo ng excitement. In fact, babahan ng medalya today kasi our studio guests are a young tennis star and a national sports legend. Let's begin with an icon in swimming, Mr. Eric Buhain. 15-time SEA Games gold medalist, 2-time Olympian in Seoul 88 and Barcelona 92. Former chairman of the Philippine Sports Commission and the Games and Amusements Board. Inducted this year in the Philippine Sports Hall of Fame. The living legend of Philippine swimming, Eric Buhain. It's an honor. You are a swimming legend, so thank you so much for joining us here.
Nako, salamat Martin, salamat Sofia. Thank you very much for the invitation to be here.
You've had a very long and fruitful career in sports, particularly in swimming. You brought a lot of gold medals in the Philippines, pati na rin sa pagiging administrator dito for GAB and for PSC as well.
Yes, I've had a long history as an athlete, as a coach, as a sports administrator, and a sports official also. So medyo mahaba na rin talaga.
Pero speaking of your long, illustrious career, may mga mementos and medals tayo here in the studio that he was willing to share with us from, yun nga, yung career niya. Pero bago ka naging perennial medalist sa Southeast Asian Games, hikain ka pala.
Yes.
Paano nangyari yun? Paano yun?
Oo, actually, I was born with that lung problem.
With that lung problem.
So, basically, I was very thin, sickly. So, when I discovered the sport of swimming, yun na yung parang naging parang blessing sa akin. I gained weight. So, when I started, because of my weakness, I lost for 2 years straight. Wala akong pinanalo. My first 2 years in the sport, wala akong pinanalo. So, this medal here is one of my first after 2 years of struggling. So,
This was in high school?
this is no elementary.
Elementary. Okay, LSGH.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is my first SEA Games gold medal in the Bangkok Southeast Asian Games.
This was in 85.
In 1985.
Vintage na vintage po.
Kaya nga
yung lagay.
So the medal is pewter, and that's the one that's gold. This one is real gold. It's 18K. Kaya yun yung value niya.
Pero grabe, ang bigat niya din, no?
Oo.
I only had one event that year. That's the 400 individual medley. That was the first day of the SEA Games.
Wow.
So I won the gold. So parang tawag nga sa akin, turista na eh. So
Galing!
I was like the number one, cheerer for all the sports, going to different venues, cheering the other sports.
Kasi usually, sir, for a swimmer, usually maraming events yan nagka-qualify eh. Tapos, multiple days, di ba yung qualifiers nila. Pero ikaw, tapos ka na the first day.
Yeah, because I was only 15. Saka nag-qualify lang talaga ako the 400 IM. So after that, wala na binigay sa akin na pagkakataon to race. Then the next year, 1987, I won 4 golds for the country.
Whoa!
Yeah.
So this one naman,
This is one of them.
this one is the Manila SEA Games.
Manila SEA Games.
1991, I won 6 golds for the country. So this is just one. Hindi ko na dinala yung the other 5.
Baka isanda namin.
Baka isang dana ni
Ipapakita sa kanya yung medals mo, sir, ha? Alam mo na mangyayari. Pero okay, in the, sabihin na natin, sea of medals. Kung imagine natin, nandito yung 500 gold medals mo. Meron tayong katangi-tanging phone!
yes.
Oh my goodness.
But it looks
You
like a
know.
walkie-talkie. I thought it was a walkie-talkie.
Oo nga eh.
Actually,
Classic yan.
Yeah. Alam mo kasi when I was asked to bring a souvenir from my Olympic experience as an Olympian. So sabi ko nga, I'd bring some souvenirs. This is just a moment of the 88 Olympics.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, when you become an Olympian, it's the biggest marketing platform, sports event. So they started, every Olympian gets a phone, a cell phone. It's also an incentive for the other future Olympian.
Pero sir, kwento nyo naman sa amin, because you've been in the Olympics twice. And that's a rare feat, lalo pag Pinoy athletes, kasi bihira talaga. Konti yung nagka-qualify sa atin. Kamusta experience mo sa Seoul and sa Barcelona naman in 1992?
88 Olympics, it was a promise I made when I first won my gold. During this time, I was 11 years old. So I said to my parents, mag-Olympics ako. Parang kumbaga tutuloy-tuloyin ko na siya. So siguro I would say parang pangako ng isang bata na dreaming of becoming an Olympian. So 7 years later, nagkatotoo, I was able to go to the 88 Olympics. And then, what happened the year before, SEA Games Jakarta, I won 4 gold medals. So ang ginawa, I was also the athlete of the year that year. So the next year, 88, sabi ng POC, ako daw mag-flag bearer. So that was a big honor for me to become the flag bearer in 88.
Pero sir, alam natin kung gaano kahirap yung swimming kasi very competitive. But during your time, ikaw sobrang dominant mo. Dahil mong gold medal, sir. Nabanggit natin 15 times. My goodness, what's your secret to training, to winning? Paano ka nakakakuha ng edge sa competition?
That's a very good question, Martin. Alam mo, when you win, you become the target already. If you win one of these, in one of the event, ikaw na yung silver medal hates you. Diba? So, that's what's in my head. The next day, what I'm thinking is I have to be better. So, I have to be better and better. During my swimming days, wala yung Google, wala yung mga you can search results right away, di ba? Simple types of phone mo lang. During my time, I had to ask embassies, Philippine embassies, mga consular people natin to go to the Japan Swimming Championships, get the result, send it to me.
Talagang
ganun ang ginagawa ko noon.
yung grind nun, sir.
Para makita mo na yung result, magi-gauge mo ngayon yung time mo sa time nila. So, yun ang pinag-aandaan ko. Ngayon, mas madali kasi type mo lang, Japan Swimming Championship o Japan Olympic Trials, lalabas na yung result. So, magi-gauge mo kagad kung ano yung langoy mo sa langoy nila. And that's how I prepared. I don't...
That's the standard.
That's a standard. The standard is you have to always be better than yesterday. You know, you cannot be kumbaga happy with a gold.
Right. And that's amazing. He was locked in, man. I mean, nag-promise siya mag-Olympics ako.
Just nag-Olympics siya twice.
Committed to really fulfilling the goal.
And when he got the gold, mas nagutom pa siya.
Correct.
Ayun guys, so more stories kasama ang institution na pagdating sa swimming, Eric Buhain, sa pagbabalik ng Rise Up Stronger NCAA Season 96.
Kanina, nagkwentuhan tayo with Sir Eric Buhain tungkol sa sport na first love niya. Siyempre, alam natin, swimming yon. Pero, alam niyo ba na meron pa siyang ibang sport na minamahal?
Yes, after mo mag-retire from swimming, nag-shift ka eventually sa cycling about a decade ago. What do you like about cycling naman?
What do I like about cycling, Sophia? I lost weight.
Talaga?
Yeah.
A good tip yun,
I used to, when I was a swimmer, I used to consume 9,000 calories a day.
Oh!
That's my energy requirement. So when I retired from swimming, I still ate 9,000 calories. So I ballooned from a size 28 to a size 42 in a year.
Whoa!
Because obviously, you don't train as hard na.
Yes. So, yung cycling is a sport na I discovered na yung weight mo is like critical. So I had difficulty in the sport, and that challenged me. So dahan-dahan, losing the weight. So that's why I like it very much, and it's really part of my daily routine. Also for what we were talking about kanina, you know, my lung problem. So at least I can sort of challenge it on a day, maybe not daily, but mga 3-4 times a week. I do it.
Until now, sir. Kasi ngayon, uso ulit yung, marami nagtatry na ulit ng cycling.
Yes.
It's very welcome right now.
Yes.
Sir, aside from cycling and swimming, and na-involve ka rin sa
ibang sports din outside your arena or outside, your sabi nga, your alley. Kasi you were appointed before as chairman of the Philippine Sports Commission. Okay. And chairman of the Games and Amusements Board. Also, with your vast experience, ano sa tingin mo yung naging problema ng mga national programs natin sa iba't ibang larangan? Kaya hindi tayo masyado nagpo-progress siguro in those sports.
Actually, tingin ko lang in my experience with amateur sports, Philippine Sports Commission, basically we have this parang mentality to rush things. So our solution is look outside of the Philippines for Filipino talents. Diba? So parang sa akin naman, why do you have to do that when you can look for talents here and develop it here? So yun ang akin ang philosophy na we have to develop our own talents na nandito sa Pilipinas. Dapat may investment ka for the long term. Otherwise, what happens? Kunyari, I'm a 9-year-old swimmer. Lahat naman, nagsisipag ako, biglang naghahanap pala sa labas. So, paano naman magsasawa ka rin. You won't find anything at the end of that road na makes you feel na you've done something, diba?
Yes. And marami kang actually natulong ding na athlete. And that's probably why this year you were actually inducted sa 4th batch of the Philippine Sports Hall of Fame.
Yes, this is the trophy.
Yes, this is the trophy.
Congratulations! So lahat ng awards na tanggap mo, ano kaya yung sweetest for you?
Actually, this is, it's coming from a boy born with a lung problem to this, to the medals that we saw, to this is just, I can't believe it actually. So parang my life story has been almost impossible story to reach. So sa akin lang, I want to express that to the future athletes na you can do almost anything you want, anything you want, diba? Dahil just have to believe.
That's right. And sir, for me, perfect culmination for really a historic career. Congratulations.
Congratulations
For
again.
Man, yun ang sasabihin ko, Hall of Famer na ako.
Oh! Hindi
It's a
lang
wrap.
two-time Olympian.
Thank you.
Wow. Sir, dahil ongoing yung Olympics ngayon, ikaw, 2 beses mo na-experience yung Olympics. Do you have any message to our Olympians who are competing right now?
Yes.
Lalo na sa mga swimmers din
Yes.
natin.
Sa mga Olympians natin who are going to be or are in Tokyo right now, remember that you're there for the country. But also remember that you're there to perform your best. Don't let the emotions get the best of you. Kasi that happened to me as an Olympian. I got to that point na parang I put a lot of pressure on what is expected from an Eric Buhain, over 100 million Filipinos, etc. So humaba yung iniisip mo. But the importante is do your best. If you can win a gold medal, just think about that. Ganyan lang ang gawin ninyo. The rest will follow. The country will pray for you. The Filipinos will be cheering for you, and we will all be there behind you. So, yun lang ang payo ko sa inyo. Huwag kayong mag-isip masyado kung ano ang mangyayari pag uwi ninyo, o mangyayari, ganito. Ang isipin nyo lang kung ano ang kailangan nyo gawin magmula ngayon hanggang sa moment na lalaban ako.
Thank you. Very inspiring.
Thank you so much!
Sir Eric.